All right, so this is the former Newtown stop. This is where the Fox Chase line used to end. You can see the rails are still remaining here. Here's the old sign for Newtown, and we have a caution, look before crossing sign. Fox Chase would be down that way. You can see here, there's still, the old tracks still remain, although they've obviously been overgrown quite a bit. Septa ended this service after their diesel multiple unit cars, also known as DMUs, were getting to the point where it was not worth repairing them. And since this section of the line was not electrified, it was abandoned. You can even see down there's a W sign. That would mean whistle. It would lets an engineer know that he needs to blow the horn. Even though that only steam locomotives have whistles, and diesel, electric, and electric locomotives, as well as DMUs and EMUs, all have horns, they still use the W to signal that you need to blow the horn when approaching a grade crossing. So what I fear is if we go to EMUs, we're going to end up with a lot of stations like this, because if you go to a purely electrified system, right, you have no way to, the only way to expand your service is you'd have to electrify everything. The reason why this service was abandoned and people out here now have to commute in by bus, that's how I got out here, is I had to take a Septa public transit bus, which would be very similar to an MBTA public transit bus, is because it was not cost effective for them. They didn't want to have to spend the money to electrify this line to bring service to all the residents who live out here, so the service was abandoned. You know, if you have a mixed system where part of it's electrified and part of it's not, but you can still run non-electrified service, people out here in a place like this could still have commuter rail service to the center, to the major population areas. In this case, it would be Philadelphia. But I worry that if we go to a system which only relies upon EMUs, which only can run under electrification, this is what's going to happen to the outskirts of our system and to places where the state may say, well, we don't have the money to electrify it, so we're just going to abandon the service altogether, which I don't think that's a good idea. There's too many cars on the road and there's already too many airplanes in the sky, and so we have to find another way to move people around.